This was in Odessa, and she, probably a year previous to this moment, was given a Book of Mormon by her neighbors who were in our branch. And she read a little bit of it, read the Joseph Smith pamphlet they gave with it, and she was a pretty devout member of a different church. And she walked by our church one time and noticed the church, and she said she got like a really strong feeling that she should visit it. And then later on she heard that we were going to be having a district conference there in that building, and so she went to it. And she was not currently being taught or contacted by missionaries at all, and she showed up, and one of my good friends, another elder on the mission, noticed that she was just sitting there by herself, and he didn't know who she was, and he gave her some paper and a pen to write some notes if she had any thoughts during the meeting. And she really felt strongly about the church during that meeting and felt the Spirit strongly, and she wanted to meet right away. And so she happened to be in my area with my companion, and so we were the ones that got to teach her. But basically that day after district conference, she had a baptismal date set for 2 weeks later. And for, at least in my experience in Ukraine, that was pretty rare. Usually we worked with people for a little while to help them prepare for baptism, but she was so ready and so believing in God and in Jesus Christ and in the restoration already. And so that was just a moment where my companion and I had been working really hard in our area, and we had actually just recently dropped several investigators just because we weren't seeing any progress from them. And it was just an absolute, like a textbook miracle, I guess you could say, from the Lord to lead Tatiana to us. So that was a great experience, and she did get baptized just 2 weeks later, and yeah, and she's still in the church, she's still serving in her branch, so it's great.